If you're running a side hustle or a small business, there's a good chance you're losing leads because you can't answer every call or respond to every inquiry fast enough. ElevenLabs just released something called ElevenAgents. It lets you set up an AI phone agent that answers calls, qualifies leads, and books appointments in your voice 24/7. I'm going to show you how to set one up from scratch in under an hour with no code. Here's the problem most solo operators and side hustle creators run into. You're doing everything yourself: client work, content, fulfillment, and the moment someone calls or messages asking about your service, if you don't respond within minutes, they've already moved on to the next option. Hiring someone to handle inquiries full-time is expensive. Forwarding to voicemail kills conversion. ElevenAgents solves this by putting an AI agent on the line that sounds like a real person, knows your business, and can take action. Booking appointments, qualifying leads, answering questions from your knowledge base. ElevenAgents is ElevenLabs' platform for building AI voice and chat agents. No code required. You configure the agent's name, give it a voice from their 10,000-plus voice library, upload a knowledge base with information about your business, and set up a workflow for what it should do when it gets a call. Answer questions, capture lead info, book a calendar slot. The agent runs 24/7, handles multiple callers simultaneously, and every conversation gets logged so you can review it. Let me walk you through building one from scratch. The first thing you configure is the basic identity of your agent: its name, its voice, and the first thing it says when someone calls. ElevenAgents uses ElevenLabs' full voice library, which means you have thousands of options across accent, tone, gender, and language. For a business agent, you want something that sounds professional but warm. I'm using a voice called River here. The first message is critical. It sets the caller's expectation immediately and keeps them on the line. Keep it under 10 seconds and lead with helpfulness. The knowledge base is what makes your agent actually useful instead of just sounding like a bot reading a script. You upload your business information: services, pricing, FAQs, anything a caller might ask, and the agent pulls from that when answering questions. You can upload a PDF, a text file, or paste content directly. For a side hustle, a one-page document with your offer, price, and frequently asked questions is enough to cover 80% of inbound calls. The agent will always answer within what's in the knowledge base and flag questions it can't answer for your review. Workflows are where you define what your agent actually does during a call, beyond answering questions. You can build a simple lead capture flow. The agent gets the caller's name and email, then offers to book a time on your calendar. I'm connecting it to a Calendly link here, but it also integrates with Google Calendar directly. Once the workflow runs, the caller gets a booking confirmation and you get a notification. For a service business or consulting side hustle, this is the equivalent of having a full-time receptionist, without the payroll. Before your agent goes live, ElevenAgents has a built-in testing interface where you can simulate a caller conversation. Type what a caller would say and watch the agent respond in real time. You can see which part of the knowledge base it's pulling from and whether the workflow triggers correctly. This is where you catch gaps: questions the agent can't answer, flows that don't connect properly, or a first message that sounds off. I always run at least 10 test scenarios before activating. When your agent is ready, you assign it a phone number directly inside ElevenAgents. You pick your country, get a number assigned, and that's it. The number is live immediately. You can forward your existing business number to this agent, or use the ElevenAgents number as your primary line. The call log shows every conversation: date, duration, caller, and a full transcript, so you can review every interaction and update your knowledge base based on what callers actually ask. I'd check the logs after the first week and add any gaps to the knowledge base. The free plan lets you set up one agent and test it with limited call minutes, enough to validate the whole setup before paying anything. Paid plans unlock higher call volume, multiple agents, and expanded workflow integrations. For a side hustle, the entry-level paid plan is more than enough to handle inbound calls for a solo operator. The math is simple. If the agent captures even one additional lead per month that converts to a client, it pays for itself. I'll link the pricing page in the description, and if you sign up through the link below, you're supporting the channel at no extra cost. One thing that makes a big difference: set up a multilingual agent from day one. ElevenAgents supports 70+ languages. You configure the voice in your primary language, then add fallback languages in the settings. If a caller speaks Spanish and you haven't set it up, the agent defaults to English, and you lose the call. If you have it configured, the agent switches languages mid-conversation automatically. For a side hustle targeting any multilingual market, or anyone who watched the dubbing tutorial on this channel, this is a 2-minute setup that immediately expands your inbound reach. ElevenAgents has a free plan. You can build and test a full agent before spending anything. The link is in the description. If you're running a side hustle and you've ever missed a call or lost a lead because you were busy, this is worth 30 minutes to set up. And drop a comment. What kind of business would you use an AI agent for? I'm genuinely curious what this channel's audience is building, and it'll help me decide what to cover next.